Ciao ragazzi, vi rubo solo 2 secondi per ricordarvi di iscrivervi e di lasciare un bel mi piace. Grazie e buona visione!
I had no idea about this place. Hello, sweet secret. I think that's everything now. So, besides father, there were 2 more. A candy lover and a coffee lover. Konieczkin must have had one of them in mind. Quit whining. Mr. Sweet Tooth is definitely suffer. He died before father, so he's not the one who took the grimoire. That's what I'll call you now. The doctor. Because you help rabbis and people the hospital is off limits to. Rebels and revolutionaries. Luckily, I know someone who matches the description. Maybe we'll find out what she needed that ammunition for. Come on, we'll be careful. Time to get some donuts and roglic. Is that cat and staff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
Yes, 1 donut, please.
Even if I had any, I wouldn't recommend them.
But I heard I was supposed to order a donut. Here.
It's all right, Yannick. I know him. I was hoping we'd run into each other again, and here you are.
Can we speak in private?
Come on.
Don't move a muscle.
Michal, this is Victor.
It looks like I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Lower the gun, and we can call it quits.
You can leave us. Come, Victor. Tell me what brings you here.
I'm looking for a particular man. He's a doctor and a thaumaturge. He treats people with rather radical views.
Who do you mean? Us?
Ammunition in your tights, lying low in cellars, the smell of Dutch pomade in your hair. I can sense letters, like PP and S here.
I'm sorry. We don't betray our comrades to anyone who asks.
So you do know one another after all.
Who knows?
How about this? I won't ask for anything else, but please, pass something on to him from me.
Are you praying to an onion?
Hush. What should I pass on to this doctor? Not bad. Not bad at all. Done.
What can he make out of that? Cough syrup?
Just pass it on to him. He'll know.
You're peculiar. Anything else?
What are you up to this evening?
Is that an offer? Or are you just nosy?
I'm curious, that's all.
Tonight, I am overthrowing the patriarchy. Will you join me?
I'll wait until you're toppling a monarchy. That's probably going to be next week, right?
More or less. I'll let you know. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
So these are the famous suites. Underground combat. Are you from the PPS?
The friendly neighborhood girl threw you off?
I admit, it's a very effective cover.
Isn't it? What brings you to this sweet place?
You stole the Dutch pomade shipment. I read about it on the train from Vienna.
We're famous. Yes, that's true. But I won't tell you where it is, nor what it will be used for.
How exactly are you going to serve the cause?
The PPS has extensive structures. Most members engage in demonstrations or meetings, underground lectures. We're part of the PPS Combat Organization. We use more radical methods.
Do you shoot as well, or just carry ammo?
Want to find out?
Is Bergrodbiz's cafe frequented only by your sympathizers?
No, but the name is known only by a select few.
Why did the PPS choose this particular place?
It's just one of many where we get together. The beer is drinkable here, and the boys are nice.
Actually, something else brings me here. I'll be off now.
If I get an answer from the doctor, I'll let you know. Look after yourself.
Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that thaumaturges are freaks.
Thank you, Wanda.
I'm glad I could help. I've got an appointment with Michał.
Thank you again. You've done me a great favor.
We're square. See you.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
It's not like that. Don't let your imagination run away with you, Grażynka.
Oh, right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I've heard you've been traveling a lot.
I'm not used to getting such a welcome from others. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite, in my view. One ought to introduce oneself first. Emir Bernakovich, Fulge. Are you alone?
What does that mean? I came alone.
Sure, alone with an Ochrana tail, but we'll worry about them later. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the fork.
The onion told me you have no bad intentions. How can I help you?
What is a Faude?
That's what we Tatars call thaumaturges. I'm a healer, a fortune teller, and a doctor. Is something ailing you?
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
I didn't expect to receive anything. I want to know why he left it to me.
You and Stanisław weren't especially close, were you?
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush. In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
The person who drew you to my attention was Ivan Konieczkin.
As I thought. The The chief had been circling Stanisław for a long time and was interested in his associates, in us.
The grimoire. My patience is running short. Suffer is dead. You're the only one left. Give the grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanisław used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
With a good word and a prayer.
Do you trust him?
He hasn't betrayed my trust so far.
Is Rasputin a thaumaturge?
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Yes, I know 2 more.
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it. You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one. I want to rebuild the coterie, with your participation.
Why do you want to resurrect it?
All in good time. And now, permit me to tell your fortune. When you leave here, you'll trip over 2 Ochrana agents who follow you. I'm sure you can deal with them, and when you do, I suggest talking to the one who healed you. He has many secrets.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous, and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
Sir, a word if you please.
What can I do for you?
We'll be the ones asking the questions now.
I've got the impression that I've caught you gents' attention. I'm curious why.
Don't you know where curiosity like that can get you?
It'll cause you nothing but trouble.
Okay, we all know how this ends, right? I predict that we'll end up beating each other black and blue, so...
What a talented fortune teller.
What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas. Your father was a great man.
Where did that thought come from?
I can see clearly what a great influence he had on your life, Victor. We both know how much you wanted to be his equal.
You don't know me as well as you think.
Then tell me where I err.
I've come by everything on my own. Everything I have, I owe only and exclusively to myself.
Pride usually comes before a fall. Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France. Who are you, Victor?
I'm a thaumaturge.
I also think that it's our nature that defines us, and not the place where our mothers brought us into this world.
And what natures do those others have? The people around you, you've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
I'd like to believe. I know that you're helping me, and I have a debt towards you, but I also have my doubts.
How can I dispel them?
It feels like you know things I haven't told you.
I can't be sure what you're telling me consciously and which ones only during our sessions.
It's hard to trust someone who goes into your head without you knowing what he does in there.
That didn't bother you before. You invited me in yourself, remember? You yourself opened your mind to me. I told you I hadn't investigated my power myself. It's a gift. I usually help those who believe. Do you believe now?
That's all.
See, I think I've dispelled all your doubts. Think what we can achieve, Victor, if you just come with me. Imagine that the thaumaturgical knowledge of the whole Russian Empire will be at your fingertips. As long as Alexei Romanov is healthy.
Agreed. I'm with you.
Perfect. Now our journey is really beginning. Just remember, there's no turning back. Let's not waste time. Let's go pray, ideally at the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Ready?
Yes, let's go at once.
Victor, it's about to start.
Where are we, actually? I've got a black hole in my memory.
Should I be nervous, friend?
This terrifies me.
Quiet there. You're not in a barn.
The Patriarch Kirill will soon begin an exorcism on a certain boy. Unlike Kirill, I really do want to heal a boy who is suffering. The people must understand that I am the truth.
Off to the market with you. Don't bother folks here.
Now I would like you to look around and determine how to prepare the miracle of healing. Go now.
What's my role in all this?
The church is a divine stage. The sort I need to perform on to produce the right impression. People will see me today as a miracle worker. What's your role in this? You're a thaumaturge. Help me do it.
I'll go take a look around.
Go, but don't waste time.
I felt something. Where is it?
Matyushka, can we please start?
Patience, daughter, and humility. Keep praying. Don't get in the way.
Hey, you. Why did you harm Kartoffel? He said it really hurts now.
I didn't mean to. I didn't. I was angry. Papa didn't come back from the war.
I know you destroyed a holy image. Do you want to go to hell?
No, I got scared. Mama?
Is he your son? Why did you bring him here?
What business is it of yours? The devil needs to give me my son back. He's got me scared to sleep under my own roof.
Why?
He won't shut up about phantoms, and he lies and makes stuff up. And he hauls and hauls. Batyushka, faster, have mercy.
Hey, you. I've heard you were a liar.
No, I don't lie. That's not true.
And that you scare your mama making things up.
Not true. I want to go home.
Don't get close to him. It's the devil speaking through him. He'll tell you anything to save himself.
We're running out of time, Victor. What have you got for me?
I've learned the boy carries a flaw.
Perfect. And what's next?
Maybe it's what's making him upset. If I took it away... But Kiro told me to move away before it opened completely.
Don't dwell on it. It's good news. Let's get closer to God. Especially since it's a little too loud here.
Thanks be to God. They're going somewhere else to talk.
Princeps miliete caliestes defende nos in proelio. Down with the evil spirit. I drive you out in the name of Christ.
Priest! Leave that child alone!
You stand in defense of Satan. He's not a child, he's a devil.
Mama!
You're causing a child unnecessary suffering. He needs a different kind of help. True help. My help.
Quiet, don't scream. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Mama! Mama! Help!
My name's Victor and this is Uber. He won't hurt you.
Shimek.
You know I'm a thaumaturge, and I think you too.
I don't wanna be a Thelma. I don't wanna! Mama?
Hey, don't cry, alright? How about we talk? Have you ever seen a ghost or a monster? One like him?
Once. One was in the wardrobe, the other in the kitchen. I'm scared of them.
Have you told anyone about this?
My mama and the priest. Am I going to hell?
Calm down, everything's alright. No one's taking you to hell. I see ghosts too. Sometimes they even help me.
Why did God do this to us? Doesn't he like us?
Sometimes I wonder about that myself. We don't know what God has planned for us.
Will this take much longer? Kirill is about to declare me anathema. How can it be that he's crying here?
He's a thaumaturge. I didn't know that earlier.
Do you see yourself in him? Do you want to help him because no one helped you?
What will happen to me now?
Well, Victor, we're running out of time. What will happen to him now?
I've decided that I'll transfer his flaw to myself.
You're mercifully taking something from him for your own benefit.
Listen.
Are you taking me to my mama?
We're about to go back to your mama, and she will take you home. You won't see monsters anymore, and your mama won't get mad at what you say. Deal?
Yes.
It's all right now. Everything will be all right. Find peace inside yourself. Peace, yes. It's all right now. Be blessed, Shimon. Be healed. It's better now, isn't it?
It's a miracle. Thank you. With all my heart.
Shimon shares his name with the name of the greatest of Christ's apostles. And you wanted to drive Satan out of him. That's blasphemy. So say I, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. The man you betrayed, Judas. We have made the words of God into an instrument for our own gain. Made sacred temples into a vanity fair. Satan exists, and he is here today among us. But not in this small, defenseless boy I have just cured. This evil runs rampant through our homeland, driving our great nation toward a precipice. It's time to stand against this. Let us be strong in spirit. That is the only way we can defeat Satan.
Down with traitors!
Hey, you! The devil with the book! You damned magician! I'm talking to you!
Officer, I was just passing by.
Victor, do you need help?
I won't say no. Looks like it'll be useful.
What was that you said, officer?
I can see you're in over your head, officer.
Because these are wizard scum. It's not a fair fight with them.
Enough! You and you. Get them. But save your powers for later. They'll come in handy. Let's go.
Michal, leave him alone, bastards!
Geroy, you're coming with us too.
Although, they could have left me a coat. It's chilly here.
They're going to kill us.
We'll get out of this.
I wonder how.
First time?
You don't know where we are, do you?
Janek.
In the Citadel. There's no getting out of here. First, the Ochrana will grill us, then it'll be out to the prison yard.
Hey, kid. Look at me. Vanda will spring us from here. We just have to give her time. Have you learned to whistle yet? And remember, we were at Mass. We don't know anything, got it? Unlike him. And now you're going to tell me exactly what happened inside the church.
I did what I had to. The boy at the exorcism turned out to be a thaumaturge.
And?
I took away his gifts. Now he'll have a normal life.
Normal? I don't think so. Not here. I got the urge to pray, and I could have been having a beer at Berg's.
Jan Białek!
No. Please, no.
Here! That's me! You've gotta get him out of here, you understand? He's not even 16.
You have my word.
Białek, you're coming with me.
Tell her not to miss me. And you, practice that whistling.
You think he'll come back?
Worry about yourself.
They're going to kill us here.
Shulsky, on your feet. Your turn.
See you.
How touching. Move your ass.
That was disappointing. Did you know him? I see.
Really?
I can see you're still using it. I remember how it ended the story of a particular loan shark. And that sizable problem of yours, is it still following you?
And speaking of the harbor, where's Vanya?
Tell me anything of value. Then I'll be able to find a way to help you. I wouldn't want the dredgers to pull you out of the Vistal afterward, like Svetlana Petrovna.
I think you're lying. You didn't find anything.
What were you doing in the church?
I was praying to find my late father's grimoire. It's a good thing I don't do that often.
How did you get there?
My friend didn't want to watch the exorcism alone. He's got weak nerves.
What friend is this? Name?
I'd rather not.
I see. It looks like we're done here. Leave us alone. I don't need to introduce you two. Ready?
I know everything that I could read from his objects. What are you expecting?
Results. Find out what he did in the church and where his father's friends are.
As you wish, sir. Let's not drag this out.
Good to see you. We need to talk.
Is that so? What for?
Madame. Or maybe I should call you something else?
I know what I'm supposed to do. Greetings from inside your head. I intend to make myself at home here.
Are you still mad at me about Veles?
We're not thinking about me now. You won't trick me here, and you won't escape either. Save your energy. Think about the church and who you were there with. A batyushka who sees the devil everywhere is no surprise. Strange company for a thaumaturge. You're terrible at choosing friends. I'm used to it. I trust no one anymore. Not least thanks to you. You've got nothing that would redeem your guilt.
Samira, focus now.
Escape from here? Have you lost your mind? I'd sooner tear off your head like he wants than take a risk like that.
Right. Think what we could do with knowledge like that.
End up on the gallows.
If we played badly.
All right.
All right. What?
Let's get out of here. That's what you want, after all. I'll help you, but you're taking me with you.
I'm I'm not leaving here without my father's grimoire. I'm convinced Konieczkin has it.
That's right. It's in his study. 2 floors up. Just don't dawdle. Go. I'll hold Konieczkin here. But not for long, so hurry. Make it snappy. I can't hold him here long.
I felt something. Where is it? What do you think of this, Father?
We need to go. The plan's moot.
What happened?
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konieczkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I promised.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
I'll be waiting.
You, what are you doing here?
I must have gotten lost. I'm sorry. Which way to the Citadel?
I see you're not from around here, gent. Grab him. And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
So, have you mastered whistling?
That's how you do it.
Come on, folks.
Vanda! I'm so glad to see you.
What about Mihal? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Mihal.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
Yes.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the thaumaturge Victor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, so...
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
Not yet. I haven't had the time.
That's understandable.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? It is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bazaar, Thaumaturge.
I'll bring him here. He owes me.
Then you can call in a favor. There's also the question of that Rasputin.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
All right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
You're armed to the teeth.
Remember that.
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldherr, but he seems to be an experienced thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Ваши документы. Pardon? What don't you understand? Documents.
Je ne parle pas ruski.
It's not enough that he's a magician. He's scum. You'll learn right quick once I give you a beating. Documents. I won't say it again.
Рядовой Стрельцов. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Всё хорошо. You can go. Just watch yourself.
Thank you very much, officer. Au revoir.
I've got my eye on you. Streltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bzetska. Let's go. Yes, sir.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
How did you get out of there?
What about you?
It's a long and complex story.
I understand. It's good that you're here, that God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes, I replied that I am defined by thaumaturge.
And I promised you all of the Empire's thaumaturgic knowledge. And it will be so. So help me God.
I've come to you with a certain matter.
Speak. You are among friends.
I was approached by certain people. They want my help in reviving one of my father's concepts.
I understand. I know how much thaumaturgy means to you. What is it that you expect from me? Should I be afraid of something?
This is goodbye for us, Grigori. We've had our moments, but now I want to go my own way. We have different visions for the future. I will work on accomplishing mine with other thaumaturges.
Thank you for your honesty. I have been very eager to eat this Passover meal with you before my suffering begins. Wait a minute, my friend. I will be with you shortly. I still want to show you something before you leave for good. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
people, give me water!
Is he dead? He is dead!
I've got you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you thaumaturges are crazy.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, she was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know. That's very noble of you. But is there room for a caring sister in your plans for the future? I don't think so. Soon you will be left alone again. And in time, no one will remember you. Do you mean to say that you don't care? Supposedly, we only live as long as someone remembers us. After that, all traces of us disappear. Go on.
I'm not finished.
It's all right. We have all the time in the universe. You're a thaumaturge, as was your father, your grandfather, and your great-grandmother. You've always thought of yourself as better than others because of that. The defendant admits to his own pride.
My power also reminds me daily of the disappointment I felt after you disposed of me instead of protecting me.
Rubbish. I always understood you and did everything to protect us, at any cost. You're a fool if you still don't understand. Have you come down a peg now, because you know that your prank cost your father his cooperation with the Ochrana? Is that it?
We can end by saying that I realized how much I threatened the family at that time. And exile was not cruelty. It was mercy.
And the Black Grimoire? You always coveted it. And behold, according to the last will, it's yours. Do you think this means you've never meant anything? Have you changed your mind? Are you ashamed of your past glibness?
I guess it's not a crime to change your views, right?
Not at all. Go on.
It's not over.
Certainly. So, what's next? A clay colossus. A beautiful, destructive force.
The threat you visited upon us.
Yes. And do you understand why? Good. So you understand that every victory requires sacrifice. And the end only justifies the means. And so, you passed on the golem to another temperamencer, correct?
I regret how the business with the golem ended.
You mean how you ended it? That's enough. Accusations and evidence have been presented, and witnesses as well as jurors have expressed their opinions. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
It showed me that I always followed my conscience, even if it wasn't always to my benefit.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes, a mature relationship with yourself is based on making compromises, not suppressing your conscience.
The verdict is not guilty. But your story does not end here. And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer? Why the coterie?
I believe that they are the answer to troubled times, and that they will be my rock.
So, you accept everything that was meant for you, and you will use it as you see fit. Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with. Don't. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Will I ever see you again?
That's entirely up to you. You are in charge here.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I'll think about this later. Liga?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
You took care of me. Thank you.
Forget it, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. Grażynka helped me. Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand about a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east? Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's birthday.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I'm not responsible for what's happening in the streets now, if that's what you're implying. I'm the one who was injured, remember?
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
The last day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for me. At least until Christmas. Grażynka.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Ligia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Shulsky.
Don't make the situation worse, Victor. You can still get out of it, I'm sure of it. Dad managed it for years. He knew how to cooperate.
You have no idea what you're talking about. It wasn't cooperation. Konieczkin is an ulcer that father couldn't get rid of, and I'm closer to carrying out Stanisław's idea than you.
If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
You are leaving. Straight to hell, you son of a bitch. If you think you'll take me away from my own home, you are mistaken. No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Shulsky family holiday.
Mr. Niedzitz, Warsaw will get rid of 2 pests today.
We seem to have some unfinished business.
Get in line.
I'll gladly watch. And because they'll probably botch the job, I just might finish it for them. My way.
I won't beg for mercy, if that's what you were hoping for.
I had a feeling these incompetent blockheads wouldn't finish the job. It's a good thing I loaded my gun today.
You've just been presented with an opportunity to return to the path of righteousness, Mr. Niedźwiedź. Perhaps you'll...
Shut up, ghoul! Friendship is dying here.
Abauritse, what are you doing?
You should ask yourself. You're not there when I need you, you despise my coffee, and you still owe me 5 rubles. Is this supposed to be friendship? Or what?
Not now.
Did I choose the wrong moment? Fine. I'll wait.
Will you leave my fresh corpse to your sister as a gift? Blood soaks into stone for many long years. A unique birthday gift.
I won't kill you.
So you're a fool. There is no place in the world where you can hide from me.
Consider it a birthday gift. Don't say anything, because now there's nothing you could say.
Abauritse, did you?
The Shulsky family. We'll never be squared up now. You owe me a debt. And if this ever comes out, I'll know who let slip. Curtain call, Niedźwiedź exits the stage. Silence follows.
I guess we have to clean up in here.
Yes, it's better that Grażyna doesn't see it when she returns.
Yes. Done. It doesn't even show.
Rest in peace, Chief. You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? Maybe Rasputin and the coterie aren't my only options. Do you remember the other suggestion from the dream? Do you think it was about escaping? We could try to break free from all of them. We could escape. Maybe we could even convince Ligia to leave Warsaw behind. What do you make of this? I was thinking about our Thaumaturge friends. Who will understand better than them? Apart from you, of course. You're right. We both owe a lot to Rasputin. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be talking now. But his path, even if it does lead to the Romanovs' court, is uncertain. And the price of following it is unknown. Tough choice, isn't it? Let's not waste any more time. Let's escape Warsaw to look for new adventures, my friend. I never liked this city. All right. I'll talk to Ligia. How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Niedźwiedź just murdered the chief of the Ochrana in the hallway.
And saved our lives.
What's next? What do you intend to do?
I've thought of a good ending for our story. Let's run away from here. Me and you. What do you say?
Now?
Why not? There's nothing keeping us here anymore.
What about the house? And the store?
And what about the corpse in the garden? The store is just a pile of rubbish. We can open another one anywhere. We can do this together.
And where would we go?
How about Paris? You know, to start.
Do you want to visit Mom?
Why not? Apart from Uncle Sasha and Pietia, she's our only family.
I don't know. It's a beautiful city, but Nadia lives there.
Yes or no, Ligia?
Yes. Anywhere, as long as we're together.
All right, just grab the things you need most. I'll call Uncle. He should be able to help us.
All right. How do I...
Very stylish as always. Come, before we realize this doesn't make sense.
Have you made an appointment?
Mom, Jean-Pierre?
I'm sorry, but you look like your father in those glasses. They make you look older. And I've asked you so many times to address me as Nadia. Ligia, this color really doesn't become you. Let me pick something out for you. Go on then. Come in. You have a lot to tell me.
Great start.
You can run to the end of the earth, but I'll still find you.
Show yourself.
Victor. Victor. What's wrong with you? The longer you stand there, the more harm you do to all of us.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of Śródmieście.
Right, Abbonati. His influence is increasing. He's been proclaimed the king of Śródmieście. The Shivs keep the authorities at bay, and their boss dictates the laws. The situation in the city is tense. Warsaw has been divided between those seeking a bloody revolution and those who'd rather see cooler heads prevail. The stalemate will not last long. The fisherman of Powieśle has not been captured. The locals still find bodies on the riverbanks, but no one is surprised anymore. The neighborhood is falling into a strange kind of apathy. As for the flying university, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells, where the rebellious students were locked up. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend. Rest in peace, Chief. You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? Let's not waste any more time. Let's try to resurrect my father's course. Let's return to our magical friends. Rasputin will have to return from the dead alone. Need a carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The brass will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been classified as suspicious characters. We will escort you to the Citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
Of course. Is a bill of exchange enough?
It will do just fine. Private, you know what to do. To the Citadel with him.
But I wanted to pay.
Don't fly too close to the sun. Get them!
Sir, I have no idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
Oh God, I had such a beautiful son, such a good boy, and the devil got him. A pox on that fiend.
I'm sorry for your loss. Is there any way I can help?
Get that thug and deliver divine punishment upon him. But you're one of them. Help! My goodness, everyone, help me! A magician wants to kill me. Devil take you. I hope you burn in hell, bastard! My Tajik. Spishek.
Now you see what crusades lead to, Granny. We all lose.
This isn't over. My beautiful Tajik. My son.
Is everything all right?
I've got a headache, but thinking about the schmucks biting the dust brings me comfort. Some challah?
I came to make you an offer. I want you to join a coterie of thaumaturges that I intend to form.
You can already tell I won't like it. What is it anyway?
To put it briefly, 2 other thaumaturges and I need someone like you.
Do I know them?
An old Tata Felcher and a fake psychic. You fit right in.
What do you need it for? Truly.
I came here with no purpose, but I might have just found one.
Might have is good enough.
So, you agree?
Yes. Where do you want me to go?
Opposite Różec, there's a courtyard and a clinic, and above it is the Tata Felcher's apartment.
I can hear more coming. See, my head hurts so much I can't go down there.
Sit yourself. I'll call you when I'm done.
I'll see you later at your Felcher's.
Enough of this. The time for vengeance is here. A Warsaw free from magicians!
What are you here for?
We came for Rofe. Let's take this one too. We'll put them both to the torch.
That's him. He's the one who killed my boys. Pummel him, good people.
We'll avenge their death, man. Death for death.
Lubčenju dušanju leben. Effen mir evdetiach. Ik steh einer Halleien. Abschein rakmones auf mir.
I didn't think you had such a pure voice.
There are many things you don't know about me.
I knew that if you were alive, you would show up.
If not death, then what stood in your way?
It's a long story. The town has gone crazy. I saw people furious at Thaumaturges. I never thought it was so easy to get pitchforks and torches in Warsaw.
Skawan seized the opportunity, and he's bringing in a new order.
That's why we waited so long. Without you...
Warsaw is no longer a city for thaumaturges.
What were you doing for those 3 days?
I was wondering how we could leave Warsaw in case you never came back.
I had a few wounded to treat, and I prayed that the next one wouldn't be you. What are we waiting for?
I thought our fourth companion had already met up with you and would be waiting here.
I said I would be here, so I am. I had to go get some aspirin.
Perhaps you'd consider acupuncture?
I don't like needles. My father was a tailor. Let's get on with this book club.
I hope you're ready and sorted everything out during those 3 days. Once we make the pact, there will be no going back.
It seems we're ready.
Even though we have different motivations, I trust that the pact is our destiny. Follow my lead. I, Emir Bernakovich Falje, worshipper of Allah, yearning for the free Republic of Poland, declare willingness to form the pact and make the ultimate sacrifice for its cause.
I, Sarah Rivkin, follower of Moses, am willing to form our pact, hoping it will grant me freedom.
I, Ariel Rofe, circumcised atheist, have a debt of honor to pay, and I will pay it off or die.
Victor.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
What are your motivations for joining our pact?
I'm a thaumaturge. It wasn't my choice. But when someone seeks our blood, they should be met with the proper response. I'm not going to beg anyone for mercy.
Never again.
For that, I am willing to make the ultimate sacrifice.
L'chaim! Is that it?
According to Stanisław's hypothesis, in order to conclude forming a pact, we need to read the instructions from the Black Grimoire together. Victor, focus on each of our dimensions now, and we'll help you read whatever Stanisław hid in the book. Focus on your heart first.
My heart reveals the first inscription before me. From now on, we have one heart that beats with one rhythm.
I felt a sort of relief.
Son of a whore!
I know that golden tale.
Very impressive. Now, the other dimensions.
Mind. This inscription evades me. It won't let me grasp it.
From now on, our mind will keep no secrets from itself. That's easy.
I've just been flooded with thoughts, and it's as if I've known you all my life.
A little scary, isn't it? But we'll get back to that.
Word, I can't read this inscription.
But I can, somehow. From now on, we speak with one voice as if we were one. Easy.
Is that how you acquire the power to read in a foreign language?
Continue.
The inscription of deed. This one is resisting.
Let me act. From now on, all of our deeds are devoted to one common cause.
I feel a tingling in my fingers.
Stay focused, wizard.
That's all.
So, it's done?
Do you still not get it? I know what your favorite color is.
Thank you, Victor. I didn't think I would get to experience something like that.
I felt a kind of thought, a feeling. Yours. You didn't say you'd known my mother so well.
Yeah, I didn't ask for those kind of details.
I wonder if Victor's father knew.
Let's focus on the present. Do we know what to do?
Other than what has already been said, do you feel anything else?
My headache is gone.
Ariel, I'm sorry for your loss.
Likewise. And you, when were you gonna tell us the Okhrana chief was dead?
Since we have no more secrets, let's move on to the plan.
I think we're all thinking the same thing. The Tsarevich will have an unforgettable birthday.
Yes, this is our last chance at an audience with the Tsar before he leaves the city.
But we can't go in empty-handed. We need arguments that will push the Tsar to make the right decision.
Either he stops the violence or we will die. Any mistake will unavoidably lead us to the gallows.
If only we could get through to the Tsar's supporters at the party and...
Unnoticed by the regiment of his army.
We'd be able to get inside the Tsar's noggin.
Let's do it.
Oh, you're actually pleasant to look at now.
These people won't break in here, will they? Just smile and check the invitations, Parmishka.
Are your grimoires well hidden? Then we just need to get through the gate. Suggestions?
Please, I'm counting on you.
What are you waiting for? Don't worry. Pickle is on it. Did you hear that? That's our cue.
Yeah, stay here.
Ladies first.
But you can't.
I didn't think I would see you again. And yet, here you are.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, death for death.
Why are you here, really? What are you trying to do?
That's none of your business. Leave me alone, or I'll call the guards. They'll be happy to see a wanted fugitive.
This isn't over. Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here. Thaumaturge never... Vanda?
I told you to leave me alone.
I know you have a gun and you want to kill Skawan.
I was going to start with Koniechkin, but that coward got rubbed out by some random Genef. So it's Skawan's turn now. I'll kill him and anyone who gets in my way.
I've got my own plans for the night, and you might upset my apple cart. I'm here with someone you know and respect. We are making a significant effort to fight for the cause without spilling blood.
Emir is here?
Yes, and if he means anything to you, put off your revenge and let us do what we need to.
Swear.
I swear. But now go home and let me act. I can see you've picked the spot right in the thick of things. Are you having a good time?
Not too bad. I just had a chat with a certain young lady in waiting. But we'll get back to that. I bet parties like this are nothing new for you.
I hate it here. Parties like this are the threshold of hell. In fact, my sister says I turned savage while in exile. What about the lady in waiting?
She told me that the Tsar is in one of the chambers on the upper floor. The stairs are guarded by Skawan's soldiers, and the Governor-General himself is keeping an eye on the entire hall. We must make him look away.
I'll try to approach Skawan somehow.
Be careful. Is there anything else?
Vanda is here.
I was afraid she might show up. Have you talked to her?
Yes, and I know she's planning to kill Skawan in revenge.
She will die. Worse yet, she'll ruin everything we've worked toward.
I took care of her. Apart from her hurt pride and ruined plans for the evening, she's safe and sound. There's something else that bothers me.
Tell me. I'll try to help.
I'll come back later.
Good luck.
The spirits tell me you can't go any further. I can see a certain old hag there.
Would it be Countess Lermontova?
Indeed. She and her family are thick with the Romanovs.
So she must know a lot. I would talk to her, but I'm afraid she'll recognize me and call the guards.
You want me to do it, I reckon.
Keep her busy, and I'll see what I can learn from reading her belongings.
That's what I'm thinking. I suggest you start with Donut.
Donut?
Her dog. The Countess's thoughts cling to him like a barnacle. Go. I'll meet you here when you're done.
Good boy. Nothing can be kept secret from me. How was your chat with the Countess?
Better tell me what you have found. Wait, don't say it. Just focus on it. Are you afraid the old lady will take everything from you and your sister to build a new palace for herself? I'm sorry, I can't resist it, but I can sympathize. I can feel how important it is for you. The Countess pitched me a lovely story about how the confiscated goods would be used to help the needy.
We both know she's lying, and her decree is already on the Tsar's desk, ready to be signed.
I like these new abilities more and more. And now try to read what I think about it.
You want to get back at her? I never thought revenge was in your nature.
I'm thinking we might try to make the Countess tell everyone what she thinks out loud. So, I'll take care of everything. Fine, let's do it. Watch and listen carefully. There's one more thing I would like to ask you. I feel confused about the plan to confiscate properties. Could you explain how it's really going to work, and to whose advantage?
But of course. As soon as the Tsar puts his signature on it, the Lermonts will take over the Thaumaturge's properties for a contribution to the fight against those parasites.
Mother, keep it down.
Don't be ashamed, son. You did agree to this. It would be a pity if that money was wasted. And this way, we can build you a beautiful mansion so that you can finally move out. But what good would the money do to the poor? They would just throw it away.
Mother, we should go now. Madame, please excuse us.
A familiar face. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Shulsky.
Your presence at this party implies something extraordinary is bound to happen.
Please allow me. My fiancée, Sofia Georgievna Skawan.
Congratulations to you both. You make a handsome couple.
Even though I felt as if my world had collapsed back then, I'm now grateful to you. My fiancé would like to tell you something as well.
Mr. Shulsky, thank you for focusing your attention on me that night and sparing Sofia from a scandal. Let me make an observation. It is quite daring of you to show up in a place like this.
Sergei, is that a threat?
I would say it's a friendly warning. Thaumaturges shouldn't feel too safe these days.
How did you get into His Royal Highness's birthday party?
The last time I saw you were accompanied by two gentlemen. What happened to them?
That too, but above all, my dear Sergei is celebrating his success. Well, tell Victor.
I am here to offer counsel to Nikolai Romanov. Recently, I've been included in his advisory body. I've been appointed a member of the city council.
Congratulations. That's a job with quite a few responsibilities.
And it's very informative, too. There's something I would like you to...
Not a peep, Sergei. It's a nice evening.
The doubts you carry within you no longer hold you back. Do the right thing. Speak.
Mr. Shulsky, the situation is serious. What's happening in the streets is but a taste of the terror that the Tsar's trusted men, including the Governor General, are about to give you. They're talking about adjustment clinics, places where people like you would be surgically deprived of their powers.
And from what I can gather, their awareness.
I think you should know that, even if my honesty hurts someone I care about.
What do you intend to do, if I may ask?
I must leave you now. I wish you a pleasant evening. Enjoy myself with my friends.
Goodbye, Victor.
Have a good night, Mr. Shulsky.
Good evening. Who are you? I've got a feeling I've seen you before.
I came here with my friends, and I'm hoping to introduce them to you soon.
If they were truly important, I'd know them already. Have you got a cigarette?
Sadly, no.
That's too bad. Anything else I can help you with?
I can still hear gunshots from the city. As a concerned subject, can I ask if we're safe here?
I understand, and I tell you the same thing I'm telling others. The situation is under control. My best men are keeping you safe. Not even a mouse could squeeze by.
What about thaumaturges? What if any of them managed to sneak in?
If they did, I would know about it. I can only tell you that this problem will soon be solved.
Meaning?
Thaumaturges are dangerous. Riots, explosions, that Rasputin characters cult terrorists. A complete decay of authority. Their plotting affects everyone, even those dear to us.
Do you think that bearded cultist, Rasputin, is a thaumaturge too?
Most likely. How else would he deceive so many people? Even Tsarina Alexandra looks kindly upon him. Luckily, he was killed by a bomb in a brothel.
Don't forget the cholera epidemics that keep plaguing the town. Is the thaumaturges doing too?
I see we understand each other.
I heard one of those magicians escaped from the Citadel. Was it Shulsky?
Yes, but soon enough we'll see him dangling from a rope.
Is that Shulsky guy dangerous?
Shulsky is the epitome of depravity. He had everything, but his cursed blood made him go off the rails. Such a morally unstable temper monster is capable of anything. But as I've already said, we are safe from him here.
How would one know they're dealing with Shulsky?
I know their tricks, don't worry. Besides, the chance he shows up here is close to zero.
What a relief. Thank you, Governor General.
Anything else?
Thank you. I feel better now.
My mission is to protect the Tsar's subjects.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
How do you find His Royal Highness's birthday party?
As the one in charge of Warsaw, I have my duties regarding the royal couple, so I am not paying much attention to the banquet. You must excuse me.
The pile of presents for the Tsarevich looks impressive and continues to grow.
Yes, indeed.
May I ask what you gave him?
What difference does it make? For now, the Tsarevich is only interested in his sweet nurse's milk. I picked, in my opinion, the most appropriate gift.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
I met your daughter Sofia in the gardens.
Are you suggesting something? The lovers did not want to wait.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
I won't take any more of your time.
Enjoy yourself. It's you. What do you want?
How do you find His Royal Highness's birthday party?
As the one in charge of Warsaw, I have my duties regarding the royal couple, so I am not paying much attention to the banquet. You must excuse me.
I know what you gave little Alexei, but I heard that the gift was regarded as inappropriate by some. As a child, I dreamed about having one.
You might be right. Perhaps a knife isn't a proper gift for a child. He might cut himself and... Yes, it might not have been the best present.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
Let's return to the situation in the city.
What now?
How are you going to handle those socialist militia members?
Militia? Sir, they are nothing but rabble, so let's refer to them as such. I am just a heartbeat away from having them executed by firing squad.
They can't get in here, can they?
That's out of the question. On my orders, half a battalion is guarding the Tsar and his guests. Are you still worried about the situation in this city?
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
How do you find His Royal Highness's...
As the one... You must excuse me.
The pile of presents for the Tsarevich looks impressive and continues to grow.
Yes, indeed.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
I won't take any more of your time.
Enjoy yourself.
And...
I've heard some news about certain decrees waiting to be signed on the Tsar's desk.
What's in them?
I've learned that one of the ideas to combat thaumaturges will be the forfeiture of our properties.
How do you feel about it as an heir to a fortune?
To be honest, my sister should be more concerned. I only got an old book.
Still, I can't believe that brings you peace.
I managed to have a few words with a certain young man from the city council. He told me about an idea to introduce places that in a nutshell would make us thaumaturges lose our minds, and thereby our powers.
What exactly are you talking about?
A lobotomy. At least that's what it sounds like. There's something else that bothers me.
Tell me. I'll try to help.
I talked to the Governor General.
So, how does it feel to come face to face with the Butcher of Warsaw and exchange pleasantries about refreshments?
Up close, he doesn't seem so scary.
Right. Have you learned anything that might help?
The Governor carries a flaw, and I want to take advantage of it.
Are you going to rid him of it? Surely it may affect his well-being.
And I hope we can get rid of him that way.
Wait. Before we start, you should make sure we're ready to talk to the Tsar. There will be no turning back.
I believe I've gotten everything I could.
Fine. Scowan's flaw. It might work. Just promise me one thing. You'll be extremely cautious with him.
I promise I'll try.
Shall we?
We wanted to talk to you, my friends and I.
Where am I?
Governor General?
Welcome to inside your head, Scowan. We've got you now. Wait a second. Something's wrong. Shouldn't he be unconscious?
Unless he has his own powers, his conscious state could be an effect of the pact.
Sarah Rifkin? And you? What's going on here? Who are you?
Has anyone seen the bootlegger?
He walks his own path. He'll get here.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Szulski. I will have you executed on the spot, all of you!
So, shall we get down to it?
Go on. I can't wait. What does it feel like to be at the mercy of thaumaturges?
Terrifying. What is this?
You've just found out that we're not capable of lying in this place. Intriguing, isn't it?
What am I hearing? You want to experiment on us, deprive us of powers and reason.
May Allah have mercy on you.
I'll deal with him. I'll show the Butcher his place.
Of course.
Your worst nightmare is coming true. The thaumaturge will remind you of what true fear means. You're scared of her, even though she's been dead for many years. She repaid you for the way you oppressed her because she had powers and you didn't.
What happened to you?
She sent a demon after me. My own sister. She brought down nightmares upon me. I wet my bed for years.
That's why your fear turned into anger and anger into hate. You pathetic creature. And now we all suffer because you're an oppressor by nature. Say what you did to her and what you're planning for us.
I smashed her skull with a brick and threw her body down a well. Once the Tsar signs our decrees, we will seize all of you and mangle your brains. I will kill all of you, one by one.
The flaw is ready. Remove it, and we can go.
Remove it? You want to give him relief? He doesn't deserve peace. Besides, he's seen our faces.
There's a chance you'll be a different man without it. I will free you from the fear that has triggered this destructive hatred within you.
What a disappointing ending for someone like that.
Good job. Let's go.
Ariel had better show up. I can see you've been busy.
Did I just hear words of gratitude and appreciation?
I think you misheard me. Shall we?
I'll stay here in case reinforcements arrive.
It won't take long. And thank you, Ariel.
Stop! Who are you? Scout!
The Governor General is a little indisposed right now, and I don't think he will get better soon.
Don't come any closer!
Better put it down before anyone gets hurt.
You don't need anger and fear now. Be calm and lower your weapon. It won't do any good here.
Can you do that now? Through the pact?
So it seems.
What is going on? How? How is that possible? You must be thaumaturges. Is that a revolution? Are you here to kill me?
My name is Viktor Szulski. This is Emir Burnakovich and Madame Samira.
I appreciate the change in tone. Viktor Szulski, do you want my demise?
We come with demands because the situation forces us to do so.
The most crucial thing for us is that you stop hunting thaumaturges. The pogroms must end.
Stop murdering us.
How dare you break in here and make demands? Tell me why would I agree to anything?
We stand before your majesty not as some motley crew, but as a group of thaumaturges united by a pact. We've done the impossible to get here today.
And from that position, we seek to start a dialogue. We believe it will bring mutual benefits.
Do you have a name for it?
You can call us the Coterie.
Go on. Who knows, we might reach an agreement after all.
We know there are some decrees on the Tsar's desk awaiting your signature.
And what do you think is in them?
We know the decrees stipulate creating special adjustment clinics, and thaumaturges won't be the only patients there.
Your subjects, so diverse in terms of ethnicity and religion, will surely recognize the threat, and their fear will turn into hatred. The Empire will fall.
The Crown has enough enemies outside without having to deal with internal ones.
I've heard enough. I understand you want something in exchange. Let me hear it.
We want justice for the wrongdoing we suffer in the streets, and for the blood we are forced to spill to survive.
We want more freedom in the political and social domain for everyone. The people of Warsaw, one of the most important municipalities in Russia, will remember your gesture.
Is that all?
Make the Okhrana forget about Sara Rivkin and let her files disappear from their archives forever.
You want power. Just admit it already. The sooner you admit it, the better. Power can be won or bestowed. Today, you did both. We will meet your demands and expect allegiance and loyalty in return. So help me God.
I heard a shot. Is everyone all right?
Another Thaumaturge.
You're late. We've settled it on our own. Do I hear applause? What's going on there?
Your monk has shown up and you got a standing ovation. Is that a problem?
Grigory Rasputin chose this night to win your favor and worm his way into the court.
Rasputin is dead.
On the contrary, he's also extremely dangerous. And he knows about the Tsarevich's illness.
Time's running out, and my guests are waiting. Let's keep it short.
Is that it? Can I finally get some champagne?
And get rid of this damn tailcoat.
Stanisław can finally rest in peace, son. You should be proud. We all owe you a lot.
I couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
You're too generous, sir.
Friends, today on the birthday of my son and successor, my father's words show the direction of my thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. The riots in Warsaw fill our hearts with much sadness, and the nation's grief is also the grief of the Emperor of Russia. We have closed our eyes to the suffering of our people, to the suffering of Thaumaturgi who were granted their powers by God. Which is why I consider it our moral duty to stop all kinds of violence against them, effective immediately. That is our wish. However, may those who take my grace for weakness know that the Russian Empire is strong and ruthless against its enemies. So help me God. Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. Despite being exiled from Petersburg, you've come back. You've mingled with my guests to get close to my only son. You will leave him alone immediately.
No vedam spas naszego syna.
With his trickery, he has beguiled the Tsarina too. Any last words before I have you arrested?
Wasn't making your own dream come true enough for you, Cain? You had to ruin mine. How treacherous of you. How petty-minded.
Do you want to know what enticed me to do that?
If you're kind enough.
Now I surround myself with people I can trust, as opposed to you. Farewell, Grigory. This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, no. It's not over until I say so.
Victor, is everything all right? Is this that Rasputin of yours? I expected something more.
Assalamu alaikum. Would you tell me how you are able to talk with us here?
This must be your new daddy, Victor. Aren't you going to introduce me? And this must be the famous Madame Samira, the identity thief. Wait, I think someone is missing. I don't think you're very important to him.
Is he bothering you?
Indeed, and I could use some help.
Get out! This is between you and me. And your magician friends can't help you. There's no winning against me. You should have learned that by now.
Dare he throw us out? Did you explain it all to him? Is everything all right?
I think so.
I must admit, he is remarkable.
Grigory Yefimovich, I'm asking you one more time. Any last words?
Today, you have lost your empire. My visions will come true. But when you realize that, it will be too late.
Take this madman out, and then find Skowon.
Everything's going to hell but the snow. I can't get anywhere on time.
And the glasses constantly fog up when you come into a warm room.
What the hell do you wear them for?
After the explosion, I'm having problems with my eyesight.
Now that you wear them, you really are the spitting image of Stanisław. Some tea to warm up?
Wait, before you begin, me first. I heard a new rumor apropos Skowon. Once we made him aware of a few things, he disappeared, and now they're saying he shot himself.
You did quite a number on him. I'm sorry I didn't see it.
Well, I could have been less restrained.
I know.
I bring news. It's rather grim. A bunch of youngsters want to arrange foreskin checks for Poles.
Some news.
They also want to get rid of thaumaturges and homosexuals.
What about the Tatars?
We can ask them. They sit around in a bar in Vola.
Who are they exactly?
Friends of yours from the Anti-Thaumaturge Society? They resurrected themselves like a phoenix. They expanded their ranks to include the dredges from the socialists.
Let's go. Let's listen to what they have to say at these drinking bouts of theirs.
Is today that special day when you're not preoccupied with your little revolutionary?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
They won't protect you. Every debt will be repaid, one way or another.
Victor, what are you waiting for?
Doesn't matter. Let's go. They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? I try to see Ligia often, but the sight of my sister in apathy breaks my heart. Without her flaw, she has become someone else. Someone I don't know. That is why I latch onto duties concerning the coterie. At least here, I can change something for the better. Uncle Sasha is enjoying his longed-for retirement. Sometimes I visit him for a game of chess. I'm yet to win. The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of Śródmieście.
Right, Abbonati. His influence is increasing. He's been proclaimed the king of Śródmieście. The Shivs keep the authorities at bay, and their boss dictates the laws. The situation in the city is tense. Warsaw has been divided between those seeking a bloody revolution and those who'd rather see cooler heads prevail. The stalemate will not last long. The fisherman of Powieśle has not been captured. The locals still find bodies on the riverbanks, but no one is surprised anymore. The neighborhood is falling into a strange kind of apathy. As for the flying university, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells, where the rebellious students were locked up. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.